When people think of dolphins, they tend to think of the bottlenose dolphin, and they tend to associate them with flipper, shows at their local aquarium or marine park, glittery notebook covers, and other school supplies. They're harmless, right? After all, an animal that's literally always smiling can't possibly be vicious or violent, right? The reality is that the bottlenose dolphin is a surprisingly large animal. Your average dolphin is something like twice as long as you are and potentially several times as heavy. You're also probably meeting it in the water, where it has a distinct advantage. And at the end of the day, this is a wild animal we're talking about. A wild animal with a propensity towards violence, rape, and killing indiscriminately, including babies of their own species. Dolphins are known for their friendly and playful demeanor, but some people fear these marine mammals because of their size. Do dolphins attack humans? Dolphins are one of the world's most intelligent creatures, surpassed only by humans and certain primates. They use echolocation to hunt prey, like fish or squid. They can also help disabled people or detect underwater mines. Dolphins have been seen to perform activities that seem to protect people, including rescuing swimmers from sharks and herding fish. However, like all animals, dolphins can become aggressive and attack humans when threatened or in pain. While humans claim the title of most intelligent species by a very comfortable margin, the number 2 spot is hard to call. Elephants and dolphins appear to be in a close contest. Dolphins are extremely intelligent and creative to the point of developing primitive culture, specifically teaching their young to use specific tools. Now, this means that while for the most part dolphins and humans get along, all dolphins have the potential to be extremely dangerous. Dolphins have a very sophisticated set of vocalizations, which include personal identifiers. That's right, they name each other. It also means that unless you have extensive training and working with dolphins, what you think means we should play might mean stay away, you're freaking me out. The bottom line is, unless you have a history with a particular dolphin, it's best to admire them from a distance. Janet Ferreira was in the middle of a cruise with her husband, Steve Ferreira, and their kids and grandkids to celebrate her 40th anniversary when she was attacked by a dolphin that broke her back, Boston 25 News reported on Tuesday. It was August of 2019, and the family was traveling around the Caribbean islands and Mexico, the news station reported. They had stopped for a swim with dolphins in Cozumel, which Janet had booked through the cruise company Royal Caribbean and had cost hundreds of dollars, Boston 25 News said. Janet was in the water waiting for 2 dolphins to swim up behind her for a dolphin tow when one of the dolphins began charging and struck her in her lower back.
Within maybe 2 seconds after that hit, here comes another.
Janet told the news station.
It's like somebody would take a baseball bat, David Ortiz would take a baseball bat and just swing it at my back. You start thinking, if this hits me one more time, I could die. Die in front of my family and in front of my 3 young grandchildren.
Janet told Boston 25 News that the dolphin hit her 3 times before a trainer intervened. The news station reported that Janet was taken to a local hospital with a broken spine and broken ribs. Her friends and family traveled together on a medical flight back to Boston to be treated.
So she lied in bed for about a day and a half without any treatment, and until a transport could be arranged.
Janet's attorney George Leonard told Boston 25 News. Janet began walking again after a month, the news reported, but she had to quit her job as a teacher due to the permanent damage to her spine. Janet has filed a lawsuit against Dolphin Discovery Cozumel, the company in charge of the dolphin swim, and Royal Caribbean, the news station reported. Royal Caribbean declined to comment on pending litigation to Boston 25 News, but in a statement, the Dolphin Company, the parent company of Dolphin Discovery Cozumel, told the news station, quote, "Above all, safety and security are our number 1 priority. Any type of unplanned experience is very rare, yet something we take very seriously." According to Boston 25 News, dolphin attacks are rare, but getting injured while traveling is common and can be a very negative experience.
Alone, you helpless, because we felt that we They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how to handle it.
Steve Ferreira told the news station Boston 25. The news reported that 1 in 5 Americans get hurt on vacation, with car-bike crashes, slips and falls, and food poisoning being the most common reasons. Whether or not you can receive medical care depends on what country you're in, Ann Liss, a travel advisor with AAA Northeast, told the news station. She told Boston 25 News that medical care outside the U.S. is not covered by Medicare and most private health insurance, and that some countries require proof of payment before you can be seen. Liz told the news station that travel insurance, which costs about 3 to 11% of your total trip, can help prevent these scenarios, as they often cover medical expenses abroad and air ambulance rides back to the U.S. It's not necessarily one size fits all, though. Liz told the news station, quote,
"It's not necessarily a one size fits all. You want to think about what is important to you and what are you concerned about. You call one number and they tell you what to do. They'll tell you what hospital to go to. They'll walk through all of that with you."
Since dolphins are capable of killing even very large sharks by headbutting them in their stomachs, it's important to bear in mind that sharks are beautifully adapted to the water while humans are not. If a dolphin wanted to attack humans in the water, the humans would have very little chance of survival, and it would be all over the news. What does happen, though, is that there are many accounts of dolphins saving humans. Dolphins have chased off sharks that were circling humans, getting ready to attack. Dolphins have pushed floating humans towards the shore, and on some occasions, saved them from drowning. Humans hang on to them to save themselves. Dolphins are very intelligent creatures. Some say they may be on par with humans. That makes it very unlikely they would attack us. It seems, though, like dolphins have a dark side, even attacking their own trainer. The dolphin struck a female trainer during a show at the Miami Sea Aquarium on Saturday, according to a statement from the Florida facility. Photographer Shannon Carpenter says he watched the incident at the aquarium's Dolphin Flipper show with his family and captured the event on camera. His footage was shared on TikTok and later obtained by several media outlets, including WPLG. In the clip, the dolphin acted aggressively towards the trainer before the woman could get out of the water, where another staff member came to aid her. It looked like the dolphin rammed into the trainer, Carpenter told WSBN. There was a struggle. Some kind of collision underwater happened. The lady on the paddleboard paddled out of the water pretty quickly, and then the lead trainer started swimming back towards the dock, and it looked like she ran into it a couple more times.
The kids were cheering and thinking this was neat. You could tell the adults knew something was wrong. There was 3 trainers. The second one kneeled down beside the girl who appeared injured and was checking on her, making sure she was okay. Could tell that she was in some type of pain.
Carpenter added to WPLG. Naomi A. Rose, a marine mammal scientist at the Animal Welfare Institute, told Newsweek that the incident likely occurred because the dolphin was frustrated by something or trying to communicate something. She added that dolphins rarely do anything accidentally. The Sea Aquarium released a statement about the incident on Tuesday, saying, quote, "While demonstrating a practice behavior as part of the Flipper show on April 9th, a trainer accidentally scratched the dolphin Sundance with her hand. This was undoubtedly painful to Sundance, who reacted by breaking away from the routine and swimming toward and striking the trainer. Both Sundance and the trainer are recovering well." The statement continued, quote, "The collision between Sundance and the trainer was something that had never happened before to either of them. As a result, procedures for this presentation and others are being evaluated. Adjustments to the protocol for trainers and dolphins alike will minimize the chance of future accidents." PETA called for the Miami Sea Aquarium to find a new home for its dolphins following the incident. This woman paid to play with dolphins, but it turned into a nightmare. A woman who paid $100, or 64 quid, to swim with dolphins in Punta Cana landed in the hospital after they apparently took a dislike to her swimwear. The dolphins were said to have become annoyed by a metal ring on Savannah Strachia's bikini, and not long after she entered the enclosure at Bavaria Beach, they began to circle her, singling her out from the rest of the swimmers before one of them slapped her in the face with its tail. Then she was hit in the chest, leaving her with broken cartilage and extensive bruising. I almost died as I couldn't breathe. All my body was in shock. It was horrible, and I'll never forget it," she said. She was later told that the dolphins had reacted to the metal ring on her bikini. Apparently, they disliked shiny accessories, and they were probably just giving her a warning. Doctors said if the dolphin had struck her with its nose instead, she would have died. Dolphins can and do hurt humans on a regular basis. Wild, solitary bottlenose dolphins, which come into extensive contact with humans, such as Fungi, the dingle dolphin, and his colleague Dusty and Company Claire, have been responsible for some really nasty injuries. So, be careful when you deal with dolphins. It could be your last time you swim with them.